Hello, YouTubers. This is Maddie Makes, and I'm here today to show you how to make or create a monthly saving tracking tracker for your planner inserts. So let me give you a little background. I've decided that I want to try and make me a yearly planner as 2021 is arriving sooner than you think. And I was looking at the planners. They're so expensive. They're not really personalized. And so they don't always have what I want them to have. So I figured two things. One, if I do my own, I can get what I want. I can personalize it the way I want to personalize it, and have the pages that I find useful. Okay, not just a bunch of random pages. So with that said, I have started making inserts for my planners. This particular one that we have here, I did already do, but I'm going to show you, because I didn't do a video when I was doing it, I'm going to show you how I created it because I want you to be able to um, have the information, or just, you don't have to have, I want to show you, you don't have to go figure out Canva and worry about that whole learning curve thing. That if you know Word, you can make the same sheet in Word and probably a fraction of the time that you would trying to figure out Canva, okay? Um, but by all means, if you want to use Canva, you're an expert. I am not. I am not an expert, and I don't always feel like I have the time to sit down and figure it all out. I like to use Word because I'm familiar with Word, okay? So with that said, I am going to show you how I made this here document, all right? It's not really hard at all. And this is just one of the inserts. I have other inserts that I'll show you other videos on, that I made as well, but I was working on this one, and so I thought I'd do the video on this one first, okay? Although it's not the first one that I made. So with that said, we're already in Word, so we're gonna click on File, and we're gonna click on New because we want a blank document. And then if you take your pointer, click it on the blue part, left click on the blue part, move it over here, then you can have both documents up at one time, okay? And yeah, we'll stretch that out a little bit. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is figure out what kind of font you want to use. I went with a font that I'm kind of sort of happy with, but you pick your own font. The one thing that bothers me about this font is one, I like the style of it, but one, the font didn't, when he created the font, I got it at Free Fonts. When I think it was he, created the font, he didn't create the numbers in the same font style, so that bothers me. And two, the font is very small, and so I have to enlarge it quite a bit in order for me to be able to see it. I don't have the best eyes, so I need to be able to see it. Maybe somebody else could use the original size font and be fine, but for me, I like things to be so that I can see them. So anyway, with that said, as you can see, I stated previously, I have already created the document. Actually, I've done it, yeah, I've already created, this must be one of my other ones, but I've already created this document. What we're going to do, I'm going to show you how I did this here exactly, all right? We're going to go over here to this document. We've already done April, so let's do May, all right? I want to change my font to the one I downloaded. This is the Geoffrey, not the Calibri, right? And I go over here to click just to make sure of the font size, which is 48, because I don't remember what I made it. And we got to put it on 48 over here. And then we're going to go May. That's how our May is going to look, okay? Then we're just going to return. And then we need to type our monthly savings tracker statement. Savings tracker. I almost put, all right. Oops, I'm sorry. And we're going to do a few spaces. And then we're going to say uh-oh, we lost font. It's been doing that today. So let's go get our font back. It's okay, we can fix that real quick. I put on here, pay yourself first. Just a reminder that we should be saving on a regular basis, right? And I'm probably just as guilty as everyone. Let me go back. So I made this. And if you notice, I'll just show you how to troubleshoot it. It went to the next line, okay? There's an easy fix for that. We go right here in the space, and we back it up. There we go. We just backspace twice, and it got it back on the same line, okay? Because we want it on the same line. But anyway, I was just saying for this phrase here, pay yourself first. It's just a good reminder during these times that, so many of us, we don't save as much as we probably should save. And I think with COVID, it has been a good reminder, or at least it has for me. That's why I'm including this in my monthly calendar planner, is because I need to remember to do better about saving, and I need to have a visual of what I'm doing every month, so that if I ever have hard times again, as during COVID, that I'm comfortable that I have enough savings in the bank to float me until things get better, if that makes sense, you guys. Okay, so we've typed our little statement here, but I want it underlined. So I left click on my mouse. I start at right before this M. I hold it and I drag it over, and it highlights it in gray. All right. So then I just go up here, see where the U is, and I underline, and I got an underline. That's it. That was as simple as that. Okay. The next thing we want to do is pop down to the next space. And already I can see this cursor is going to be too big for what I have to type next, which is savings goal. I want to have a monthly goal here, okay? And so what is my April monthly goal? This is what I'm going to fill in right here in my calendar. But first, we just need to figure out what is our font size, which is a 28. So we go back over here. We're going to change our font size from 48 to 28. Make sure that we have the correct font, which we don't because it defaulted back to my regular font. I'm just going to change it one more time, and then I'm going to type savings goal. And I don't want it underlined, and I'm going to fix that, okay? So again, we highlight, we go right before the S, left click on our mouse, drag it over, and then if you go up here, you'll notice that it's dark. That means that the underline is on. We want to take it off, so we click on it. Then we go click on the document here, and then it's all gone. You can see that it's all gone, okay? There's no more underline. Then we're going to make our box. I did a double space, and I need to make this box here. That is easy one. You go to insert, and I hope I'm not moving too fast. We're going to go to table. You only need one, so you don't need a row. You don't need more columns. You just need one row, one column. And we click on that first box, okay? Now, we know that's too big because that's not what I have over here, right? And so we're going to make this box a little bit smaller. And we do that, if you notice, you got to make this box active. You'll know it's active when it shows this and then when it shows this. That tells you you can move the box. But you got to get in the corner and you have to get on that little box and it turns into like an arrow, and then you move it forward. And you make the box the size that you want to make the box, okay? So that's good enough for me. And now I need to move the box up here. You do that by clicking on this box right here. You left click on your mouse and it moves. And you can go right up here and put your box. Boom, we have our box, okay? Very good. So now we're almost there, you guys, believe it or not, right? We're almost there. It's really quick to do this. So the next thing we need is, it looks like we need 5 columns, right? So 1, let's count, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is nothing more than a table, you guys. You've seen it before. We just did it a minute ago, okay? Nothing different. And your cursor is already here. So first, let's check our size of our font, and it's a 28. I'm going to come over here. I just want to make sure I'm at 28, and I am. Okay. Now, what we need to do is change this, of course, back to whatever font you use, and I did that. And now I go back to insert. Now this time I need 5 columns. So I go back to my table and I count 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, 5. I'm also I happen to know, I think there's either, I don't know, 7. Is it 7? 5. I did 7 rows, okay? We need more, as you can see from this document, but I'm going to show you how to do that, all right? And I also kind of want a space in between this box and this table. So I'm going to come back over here and see if I can't make that happen. And I could. Very good. Might be a little further than I want it to be, but I'll move it later. Okay, so here, maybe I'll move it now. We'll just move it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Looks good. So here we're going to do date, right? And just so you know that you can put this date in here how you want to put it in terms of alignment, okay? So if you want it to be centered, you would come up here, right up here, and you would click on and we're on the home tab. This is the home tab. We're on the all this information is on the home tab. So you're going to come right up here and you can go center, and it'll center for you, okay? Or you can justify right, meaning everything it'll start from the right. Or you can go back to the left, which is where I'm going to go. Okay, so it's whatever you want it to be. And then the next thing we're going to do is come here and we're going to type the next item, which is deposit. Now, if you notice over on this document, there are no lines going all the way through. That's because I got rid of them because I wanted one big box here. If you want to keep them and keep your headers separate, that's actually fine. But I wanted to replace those lines with a plus and an equal sign. Okay, so that's what I did. But in order, if you were thinking about, and it looks like we're missing, I didn't add 5, so let's go ahead and add 5. My bad, you guys. We highlight it. And then we're going to go right here, right click on your mouse, and it's going to insert. What do you want to insert? You want to insert a column this time. Do you want to insert that column to the left or to the right? I want it to go to the right. It doesn't really matter. It can go either way, but I'm going to click right. Now we have our 5 columns, right? I'm sorry about that, you guys. I was moving too fast and I didn't capture the 5 before. Okay, so with that said, now we need to go ahead, or I need to go ahead and merge these here, these three columns. So you highlight them. I think you know how to do that now. You right click on your mouse and then you click merge cells. And that's what it does. It merges the cell and makes it one big one. So I can make it look like this, okay? So then I get back here and I'm going to do a few spaces. And I'm going to space right before this line for me when I make this plus sign, okay? So then we do our plus. And then it jumped out of font again. I'm going to put it back. And I'm going to type previous total. That's what I had in my bank before I made a typo, you guys. I've just fixed it. Before I made a deposit, okay? What was in my bank account before, all right? And then I'm going to make an equal sign. Oops, because that's what I wanted. I keep making a line. Equal. There we go. And then from there we go our new balance. And notice we fell out of font again. No biggie though, because I can fix that real quick. I highlight it and I go back up here and change it. Yes, I know. I've been trying all day to make it stay. I could change my default. I do know that, but I don't want to do all that and then have to go back and change it back. So I'm just taking maybe a little more difficult road here, okay? Okay, so let's click off of that. Now we have our word new balance in. Now, for my purposes, I feel like the plus sign and the equal sign are a little bigger than I want them to be. So I'm going to reduce them down to a 22, okay? Same thing here. I highlight it, go up here, change the size, and it's a 22. That makes me happy, but now I feel everything's too crowded. So I'm going to click in front of the N, and I'm going to kind of move them over because that's where I want them to be. And I'm going to move the equal sign over, right? I might take this out one because I hate squiggly marks. Word didn't like it. So now we have our deposit, our plus sign, our previous total goes here, and our balance goes in this column. Our last but not least column is notes. Notice here, I put notes. So we're going to put notes in that last block. And that's it, you guys. We have pretty much created what our monthly tracker or our monthly savings tracker looks like. Not difficult. It's just at a glance what's going on. And I like at a glance. I don't like to dig further. I just want to see it. One time, I want you to hand me a piece of paper and I can easily read it and interpret what's going on, okay? The only other thing we have left, you guys, is we need to add some more rows, okay? That's easy too. We highlight that last row, and then that's that whole insert feature. We right click on our mouse and it says insert rows below. And we just keep doing that until you get as many as you want. Now, somebody might say there's an easier way to do it. That probably is true, but I don't know what the easier way is. This works for me, and so I'm going to stay with it, okay? If you happen to get unhighlighted again, just highlight again, and you just keep going and inserting your rows below. You can also insert rows above. It doesn't matter because there's no content in here right now, but I'm just going below for my purposes today, okay? And I keep going. And I'm going to keep going for a few minutes because I want to show you something that might happen if you're trying to do this, and I want to show you how to troubleshoot it, okay? So we keep inserting our rows. Insert below. We're getting there, you guys. It's just acting a little funny. Insert below. Insert below. Insert below. Ooh. And I think we are just almost there. Insert below. Okay. Oh, we need one more. Almost. So for me to show you the troubleshooting issue. Insert below. So let's just say, boom, it went to a second page, right? I didn't want that. I didn't want it on the second page. I just wanted one page. And so if that's the case, you highlight it, right click on your mouse again, and then you have an option to delete the row, okay? So here we have our our savings, our monthly savings tracker, okay? That's it. And the only other thing I wanted to show you guys is that if it wasn't for me trying to show you how to do this on your own, you know, I wouldn't go through the whole thing of making a track, doing all this table work all over again. You don't need to do all of that, okay? All you need to do is make one template, okay? Template is like the thing that the design you're going to work from. And then we have April. If I wasn't showing you the video or trying to make the video for you, I would have just done this because I already made it, and I would have hit right click, copy, and I would go down here and hit right click and I'd paste. And guess what? It's here. Now all I need to do, since we did April, or we did May as well over there, change it to June. Okay? And so then you could do every month for the whole year on this one document, save it as a PDF, and get it ready for print. All right, so that's how you make a monthly savings tracker insert, DIY style. And I do have some other ones that I'm going to show you guys, but this was the one I was working on at this current moment, and I just thought, okay, I can do a quick video. So if I taught you something that you didn't know, or you find this information useful, or you like what you learned, please click the like button. And if you think you might like my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching.